energy, talking 42nd Street. Alley hoop finger roll, ain't nobody checking me. Crossover through the legs, step back, hit a three. Still up in the hood, but got big baller tendencies. She just trying to get flued out to John Kennedy, just to see the Knicks play, make a couple memories. New York, if you ain't from here, don't pretend to be. And if you ain't rocking with the Knicks, you an enemy. Yeah, look at us, whole city is wild. This is New York, why y'all ever counted us out? Any game we attend, yeah, we taking it now. Fast break on the court, all up and down. Lead a garden in the pigsty, yeah, we get it on this side. Bacon, egg, and cheese, or the lobster mac with the ribeye. Either way, we winning the overtime if we get tired. Get it with the team, yeah, that's just something we live by. Hey, yo, first quarter in, we gon' turn it up. Gotta warm up first, then we taking a dub. By the third quarter in, no, they ain't catching up. Gotta stay in the lead before that shot clock buzz. If the Knicks get a win, we gon' do it again. Make the finals once before, we gon' do it again. Bounce back in the fourth, we gon' do it again. It's been a while since the chip, but we gon' do it again, yeah. Yo, put your hands up. If you rockin' with the Knicks, put your hands up. Yo, put your hands up. If you from New York, put your hands up. Yo, look, put your hands up. If you rockin' with the Knicks, put your hands up. Look, put your hands up. Hey, yo, New York City, put your hands up. Sky, baby.
What up, what up, what's going on? It's your boy Bishop D-Lo. We're here and you're there. It's the Church Guys Sports Show post-game edition for Game 3, where the New York Knicks hold off the Detroit Pistons 118-116. We got a lot to unpack, so I'm waiting for the fellas to get in here. There's just so much to talk about as it comes to this game, and I'm waiting on the fellas because I got a lot to say, and I said it in our group chat. I really got a lot to say where it comes to the close of this game, the end of this game, the whole game as a whole, the Detroit Pistons, the crowd. I got a lot to say. J-Mac joins us. What's going on, J-Mac? Y'all do us a favor. We want you to like, share, tag, and comment. We are here on the post-game show, and we welcome you to join us as we get ready. Put your thoughts about tonight's 118-116 win for the Knicks in the comments. Let's quickly talk about Karl Anthony Towns, who was dominant in this game. What we needed him to be. I'm gonna get all the positives out of the way, and it's mostly positive for the Knicks tonight. Mostly positive. Karl Anthony Towns was dominant tonight. I absolutely loved what he did in terms of getting the ball, demanding it, and doing something with it, to the tune of 31 points tonight, 10 of 18 from the floor, very efficient, 4 of 8 from downtown, very efficient. I can't be mad at this game tonight, J-Mac.
Absolutely not. I mean, this is what we wanted. This is what the fans were screaming for. This is what we as Knicks fans were demanding. Take advantage of the mismatch inside. And every time he saw Duran, and every time he saw Tobias Harris, he ate like it was his last meal. And that's all we wanted.
That's it. I was living with his shot selection, which was honestly very good. He didn't take
Did
any
not
bad
take
shots
a bad shot. His three-pointers were right in the rhythm of the offense. He didn't even force shots. Every time he had a chance to attack, he did it. There was not one time I saw tonight that I could question his shot. He was right in the floor of the offense. Great job by him. Excellent job. And the Knicks go up 2-1. What a great performance by him. I know you're going to highlight the other guys, but I know we on Towns right now. But yes, great job by him.
Excellent job by Towns. OG and Mikal were fantastic tonight as well. OG didn't shoot as great, but again, very good defense on Cade Cunningham, and didn't put in 22 points tonight. Knicks got smart tonight and made OG a focus in the offense, which was very, very important. Bridges, 7 of 13. Listen, he was 3 of 6 from 3 as well, but this dude is the master of the mid-range. You get the ball from 17 feet in, he's not missing. He is not missing, and I love to see Mikel in the mid range because that's money. That is money. That is money. Y'all do us a favor, like, share, tag, and comment, and of course, Captain Clutch. Yesterday was rewarded by the NBA with the Clutch Player of the Year award, and today he was clutch. And this is a JB stat line that I like to see. Some of y'all can see it on the screen, but I'm gonna read it tonight. Jalen Brunson, 39 minutes, 30 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds. That is the stat line I want to see from Jalen Brunson because that means he was in every facet of the game tonight.
4 out of 6 in the fourth quarter is the real impressive stat.
Right. He took 6 shots in the fourth quarter, and he only had 20 shots for the game. Right. And he only took 20 shots for the game, which I can live with JB taking 20 shots. I can't live with JB taking 30 shots. Because if he's taking 30 shots, that means somebody's not eating.
That's right.
And that's where the problems come in, when somebody's not eating. But again, JB took 20 shots. The Towns took 18. Anunoby took 17. Mikal Bridges took 13. The only person who I wish would do something more is I want Josh Hart to shoot the ball. He's got to keep defenses honest because right now what Detroit is doing is they're playing Jalen Duren off of Cat because they know Jalen Duren will get in foul trouble if he's trying to guard Cat because he can't guard Cat laterally. So
did you see that move he put on him in the third quarter?
If Cat puts him on that island out there, forget it. If he ISOs against him on the wing in the pinch post, you can forget it. And they know it.
Barbecue chicken.
And that's why they put Tobias on him. While Tobias gives up 5 inches, Tobias at least has enough lateral quickness to stay in front of Cat for the most part in those moments. And that's why they put Tobias Harris there. Bishop L joins us. J-Max fixing his screen. But what happens in those moments, which I like to see, is when you get Cat ISO'd in the pinch post or even at the foul line extended, they can't do nothing with him. They can't do nothing with Cat out there because Cat's either going to make and if his 3 is on, forget it. I like the way he came out. Shooting that 3 early, it was hitting in the first quarter, which made him that much more dangerous because now I got to play the 3 if I'm Tobias Harris. And that fake, I'm going to go for it. Cat puts it on the floor. He's going around me every single time. That's what you look and live to see. Bishop L joins us. But L, go ahead, because I'm about to go in about the Detroit Pistons, so I'm going to give everybody a chance to get their openings.
I'm at the banquet. I'm at Bishop Dove's banquet. It's a nice banquet. Fire the coach.
Bishop L, go ahead.
Fire the coach. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
hear you.
Are y'all able to hear me?
We hear you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We hear you good. Loud and clear.
Fire the coach. He must go. Even with a win, fire the coach.
Oh, I'm not off that ever.
Fire the coach. Now, this Detroit Pistons team, they're reminding me of a dirty Philadelphia 76ers team. They're playing very dirty.
Wait, don't steal my thunder. Don't steal my thunder. I got a lot to say about that, but go ahead.
Okay, so I will relinquish the floor because I have to get back into Bishop Dove's banquet. I just wanted to come on and say orange and blue skies. For them.
As always.
But I gotta say this part. I gotta give you a parting shot. Gotta come off JB now.
I will not. I will not. I will not.
You have to. You have to. You can't. You cannot. You cannot get on him after tonight. You can't.
He was great tonight.
Why?
You can't.
Why?
You can't. L, you
he was
possibly,
great tonight.
You cannot go on JB. He won that game in the fourth quarter.
He
won it. And if he didn't score, we would have lost.
Okay.
He won the game.
I listen to me. First of all, I never. I am.
You said trade him this week. You said trade him. You said get him out of here.
I never said trade him. I said if he's not. I said if he's not going to play. That's right. Him and his coach need to go. Absolutely.
Okay.
I think
well,
I do.
Say that. You can't say that. He won the game tonight.
He played one good. He played one good point guard game 9 times out of 10 because he listened to about 8,000 people.
He won the game 1 and he won game 3. What are you talking about? They're up 2-1.
Okay.
They're up
so
2-1.
The look at his.
Well, him and
He
Cam
played
Payne won
good.
game one.
He played right.
Right.
He played good
Okay.
point guard basketball tonight. He was a point guard tonight. He was not a point guard in game two. He was a point guard in game one. Okay, when he plays like a point
So that's
guard,
2-1, isn't it? Isn't
play like
that
a point
2-1,
guard.
brother?
Then I
So you gonna
say
hold him to one loss? He had 2 games where he was the point guard.
play like a
That's what
point
I'm
guard.
saying to you. And
Play like a
you
point guard.
still complaining about him after
Absolutely.
two? He's up 2-1.
I am definitely going to complain if he comes into the game on Sunday trying to play like an A1 dog
Okay,
shooting
but
guard.
give him his due tonight and give him his due for game one. Give the man his due. He's up 2-1. You
He
can't keep
played
killing him. That's my
he
point.
played a good point guard game tonight. Yes. Thank you,
And he played
JB.
good on game one. They won the game going away.
Nobody
You
doubting
cannot
that.
kill him.
I didn't even come on here killing him today. I didn't come
But
on here killing him.
but I'm saying give the man his due. When he off, yeah, kill him. But when he's on, give the man his due. That's
You
all.
didn't let me. You just wanted to run into attack. Attack. You're attacking.
I
You're
am
acting
attacking
like
because you've been
you're
killing
acting.
JB and
You
JB. You didn't see the game. You
you're
didn't
acting
see the
like
whole
our
game.
former host when it comes. You're acting like one of our former hosts when it comes to LeBron. You are going off right now. For
Oh
this
yeah,
thing.
I am going off because you've been killing JB all week.
And
And you've
you
been
and I
killing
didn't
him
have
on
a right
defense.
to.
It's
I
not
didn't
a
have a
former
right
host.
to.
Bro, you don't want to act like her more than I do.
Wait a
You don't,
minute. Hold
so
on.
if you want to, if
I
you really
didn't.
want
Wait
to
a
go
minute.
insulting,
I
don't
didn't.
try,
I was
bro.
going. If
Don't
if I
try to,
was going
don't
off.
get personal.
If
Don't
I'm
get
going,
personal,
if
bro.
I'm going off, if I'm going off on JB, you telling me I didn't have a right to?
I'm telling you, go off on him. I didn't say though, but I said when he does good, give the man his flowers. That's what I'm
So
saying.
I didn't. Nobody didn't.
Okay,
Nobody didn't give him his props.
okay, okay.
He played a good point guard game tonight.
He
I
played a
think he
great
played a
point guard
great.
game. He
I
played a
played.
great game. He played a great game. They won the game. They up 2-1.
If you want to say he played a great point guard game, I will agree with you. Do we think it's gonna last? That's the question, Jay. Is it gonna last?
That's up to the coach.
It's up to him too. He's on the court. Is it
There
gonna
you go.
last?
Okay, D-Lo. Here we go again. Now, D-Lo, you the tiebreaker. Who runs the team? Who runs this Nick team? We went over this over and over and over.
We
Nick
understand.
culture.
No, we
Who
understand
runs?
that the coach. We
Who runs?
understand that the
Who
coach is
runs this
coaching the
team?
team.
Who runs the team? You talk
Who's
about your
on the
high school
court?
days. Who runs this team?
Who's
Who
on the
runs
court?
the Knicks? Who runs the Knicks? Who's the voice of the Knicks? Stop saying JB. He's not. We done established that. Stop saying JB. He's not running the team. He
He's
never
on the
has.
court. He's on the court.
He's on the court, but he don't run the team.
So make
And you know
basketball
that.
decisions on the court.
D-Lo, does Jalen Brunson run this team?
No,
Thank you.
no. Jalen
I
Brunson.
never
Thank
said
you.
he did. I
No,
never
he
said he
never
ran the
has.
team.
He
I
never
didn't-
has.
No,
Why do you expect it
but
to
Jay,
happen in the playoffs?
I never
He
said that.
hasn't done it since he's been here.
Okay, here's the first thing you're doing. You're doing a lot of yelling and talking, and you're not letting me finish what I'm saying.
Go ahead, finish what
That's
you
the
gotta
first thing.
say.
I never
We
said
both
that he
yelling.
runs the team. I never said that he runs the team. I said that he needs to take responsibility on the court and run that game on the court because that's what a point guard does. The point guard runs the game on the court, not run the team. I don't need him to run the team. He needs to run the game. And if he sees that there's a window of opportunity to win the game, there comes a time when you gotta make a point guard decision and decide: am I gonna listen to this coach who's not leading us the right way, or am I going to run this game to where we can win this game?
Babe, I'm on the line.
That's what
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying. As a point guard, make a
If I
point
might
guard decision
interject.
and determine: am I gonna win this game?
Has
Am I
he
going
played
to win
like
this
that since
game?
he's been here? Has he played like that since he's been here? That's my question to you. You want him to change in the playoffs. He's never done it.
Well, you want Tibbs to change, and he's never done
No,
it.
but I want him to say, but I don't expect it. I
Okay,
don't
no.
expect it.
But who's
You
got?
expect
Let me
it.
ask this question: who's got more power? Because it ain't Tibbs. It's not him.
Okay.
Because Tibbs is not the one with the basketball in his hand, Jay.
You keep wanting this guy to revolt against the coach, and he hasn't done it since he's been here.
No,
And I'm
I
telling
want
you,
him
it's
to
not going to
lead.
happen.
I
Okay,
want
let's
him.
see if it
I
happens.
want. I want him to be the captain
Then
and
you need a new
lead
coach. Then you
the
need a new
team.
coach. Then you need a new coach.
I think we all
It ain't
agree
gonna
to
happen
that.
while this coach is there.
We all agree to that, Jay.
So then why you
Nobody
keep
disagreed
asking
with
for
that
something that you know ain't gonna happen?
because I have a
If
right
you
to.
know it. If
Because
you
I have
know
a
it.
right to. I have a right to make
Okay,
whatever request
so
and make
fine.
whatever ask I want to.
You can keep asking for it, but don't be disappointed when it don't happen. You know it ain't gonna happen.
It-
You
it-
know this.
who
But you
said it's
keep
not?
saying this.
One day he might surprise us and it may happen.
One day, okay, all right, thank you. Great. Wonderful.
JB had a decent point guard game tonight. He passed the ball when he was supposed to pass the ball. There was a great play, I think, when he shot it out to when he found Mikal Bridges and Mikal hit the shot. You never you can count how many times on one hand how many times JB would have done that. You can count on one hand how many times he would have done that. You can count on one hand how many times there would have been four other players on the court wide open, and JB would have dribbled into five different players. You know you can count that. You know you can count that. Don't act like he's been this superstar point guard getting the entire team involved. That's not what he does. So he
That's
did
not
it
my
tonight.
point.
Kudos
That's
to
not the
him for
point I
doing
was
it tonight.
making. The point I'm making to you is not what you're saying. The point I'm making to you is you want this player to go against the coach's philosophy
No, I
when you
want
think
this
he
player.
can I
I
finish?
want this
Can I?
player to play like a damn point guard. And if that
It's
means,
not gonna it's not gonna happen. We're gonna keep going around this circle. It's not gonna happen as long
well,
as
Jay,
Tom
well,
Thibodeau
Jay,
is on that
well, Jay,
sideline.
well, if he's not going to do that, if he's not going to play like a point guard, which is what his position is, then he's got to take accountability when we lose.
He's not going against his coach.
Well, then we then we're
Period.
not going to then we're
So
not going to win.
every post game when you get on here,
Then
I'm
we're
going to say this to
then
you.
we're then
He's
we're
not
not
going
gonna
against his
win.
coach.
Then we're not gonna win. And if we're
Well,
not gonna
okay,
win, and listen, and if we're not gonna win, then I ain't giving him no damn props. How about that? You give it
no
to him.
problem,
I'm not giving him no props if we
no
not gonna win.
problem.
The object right now is not to win a playoff series. The object is to get a championship. And if he's not gonna lead us to a championship, then F him and his props. How about that?
How he gonna
You give
lead
him the
us
props.
if the coach ain't letting him lead?
You give him the
And
props.
management is not
No,
telling the coach
you give
to
him the
let him
props.
lead.
On the other hand, I'm going to hold him accountable. You give him the props. If you want to give him the props, you give it to him. But I'm going to hold him accountable for missing passes. I'm going to hold him accountable for causing turnovers. I'm going to hold him accountable for dribbling into four people into the defense. I'm going to hold him accountable for that.
Well, who said I haven't done that? Who said I haven't done that?
No, you don't. You
Oh, I
don't.
don't?
You
I get
don't.
on JB all
You
the time when he makes
immediately
bad
go into the
plays.
defense
Yeah.
for him.
I go to the defense because you don't want to hold the coach accountable. You want to hold a player who
No,
has to listen to
I
the coach.
hold the
And I'm
coach
telling
accountable.
you,
I hold the
you can
coach
yell and
accountable.
scream because I got a louder voice than you
No,
do.
I
You can
Y'all,
yell and
do
y'all
hold
scream
share
the
this
all you
out. This
I
is
want.
good stuff, y'all.
I do hold the coach accountable, but there's
No, you
only a
don't. You're
certain
not
amount
holding
of
him accountable
Jay.
now.
There's only a certain amount of accountability you can give to the coach when he's not the one on the court with the ball.
Who's calling the plays?
I don't care who's calling the plays.
I
He's
know
not
you
the one
don't.
on the
I know
court
you
with the
don't.
ball.
I know you don't because you want to make your point. I know you don't. But we've already established that Tibbs runs the team.
And
That's already been
If
established
they're
on this
blitzing
show.
him, if they're blitzing him, then he needs to make the adjustment as the point guard and say, let me get this ball out of my hand and let me move off the ball. If that's the case, if they're blitzing him, JB has to have some accountability. He's got to be a decision maker as a point guard. That's his job, Jay. He's a point
I
guard.
never said that.
Come
My
on,
point
man.
coming on this broadcast tonight, I said give the man his due. He won the game in the fourth quarter for the
No,
Okay.
Knicks.
but we,
He was four
Yes,
out of
he got
six.
us.
Dave, we
He
can't
got
even
us one.
That's what
celebrate a
I
win.
said.
He got us.
We can't even
Yes.
celebrate a
You're
win the way we
right,
used
Jay.
to.
He got us a
That's what
good
I
win
said.
tonight. Praise
I never
Jesus.
got into the
Praise,
nuts and
praise
bolts of
Jesus.
this
Thank the
game.
Lord. Praise God for Captain Clutch. He got us a good win tonight. Hopefully, he does the same thing on Sunday. If he does the same thing on Sunday, we'll sing his praises again. But if he doesn't do it on Sunday, guess what?
Then
I'll be
kill him.
coming for that
Then
ass.
kill him. Then kill him. Because
My
that's what
Lord,
I
Bishop
said.
Butler.
I said when he don't play, kill him. When he does good, give him his props. That's what I said. Now tell me I said anything different, please. Maybe
No,
you
you
didn't hear it because you both were yelling, but I did say it. I said give
You
him his props.
no, no.
I said
Here's
I said
here's
I
what you
said give.
here's what you said. I'm gonna
Tell me
tell
what
you
I
what you
said.
said. You
Tell me.
immediately said, I'm gonna give you a parting shot. Give JB his props tonight. A parting
That's what I
shot.
said.
It wasn't even necessary because I came on here
Wait a
celebrating the
minute.
win.
I don't tell you what to say. You don't dare tell me what to say. I'm a grown man like you.
It wasn't
I'm a grown ass
necessary.
man like you.
What is the parting shot? What is the parting shot
I'm a grown
necessary
man like
for?
you.
But
You
why?
got to say what you wanted,
all
But
and
you
right,
I'm
made
saying
your. But
how I
hold on.
feel.
But Jay,
brothers,
you directed your
brothers,
attack
And then
towards
you brought up a
me.
former host.
brothers,
No,
Then you brought up
you
a former
directed.
host
No, Jay,
taking a
brothers,
personal shot.
you
brothers,
directed
Taking a
your attack.
personal shot.
You
brothers.
directed your
Butler, you
Jay,
took a
Jay
personal shot.
McCants.
You took
Brothers,
Butler. You took
Did I
a
take
right,
that?
personal
right,
shot.
Pierre,
Did I
right,
You
Pierre.
did
made
I
it
take that
personal.
shot? Did I take that shot
Brothers,
after you directed your attack towards me about JB?
I
Your
directed the
brothers,
that
attack, but I kept it on.
your
Hey, we
attack.
did
I
win the
kept it
game,
on
y'all. We
brothers,
did
basketball. I
win.
didn't
No,
get
he
personal with
won.
your
We won the
feelings.
brothers.
game,
We
but J
won.
Mac
But I did not get. I didn't get
J Mac
personal.
decided. J Mac decided that he wanted to attack the individual who's been getting on JB. That's
And
what
what
I've
did
been
I
doing.
say?
And I've never shied away from that. I get on this show every day, whether we win or not. And I will get him no matter what he does. Because I hate the
Okay,
fact that he does not play like a point
but you
guard.
made it personal,
Before
and
I
I
went,
got a problem with
no,
that.
you made it
You got
personal.
personal with me,
You
and I
made it
deserve an
personal.
apology. I deserve an
No,
apology for that.
what?
You got
You made
personal
it
with me.
personal.
I did
You
not
made
go
it
personal.
personal.
Tell me what I did personal, other than saying a party
Before
shot
you
about
leave,
the game.
before you leave, I got
I
a
never
parting shot for
compared you to
you.
a female.
Before you leave,
I
I
I
made
got
it
a
never
personal.
parting
I'm
compared
shot for
sorry,
you.
you.
y'all. It was
I
me.
never
I made it
compared you to a
personal.
female. Never.
Brothers,
Before you listen to
Never.
what you said.
Never,
Before
bro.
you
brothers,
leave, I
Never.
got a parting shot for
Never.
you.
Never.
brothers,
I never compared you to a female. Never.
brothers, brothers, my brothers, my brothers. We won. We
We won
won.
the game.
We won. We won.
Well, you wouldn't know it because I'm a girl now. I'm a
I
No,
never
female.
said you was a
He
girl.
didn't say
Stop it.
that.
You
He
need to
didn't
stop,
he
say
Jay.
that,
he
McCann.
You
didn't
need to
say
stop.
that.
I never said you
I'm a
was a girl.
female.
You need to stop, Jay. You need to
No,
I'm a
J
stop for
Mac.
female.
real.
No, I
You
don't
need
need
to
to stop because
stop.
you shouldn't have brought up in the first place. We wouldn't be
Come
here.
on, man. You need to
We wouldn't
stop.
Guys,
be here. We
No, you
wouldn't
need to
be
stop,
here.
Jay.
guys,
You need to
We
stop.
wouldn't
I
be
never
here.
said you was
guys.
a
Nigga,
girl.
I never got personal
I
with you.
never said you was a
You
girl.
got
Don't put words in
personal.
my
That's
mouth, Jay. I
that's
never
not
You
what
said
got
you was a girl.
personal.
I never
You
said you was
got
a girl.
brothers,
personal.
brothers.
You said to me, you acted like a former co-host on this show. That's what your words were.
But okay.
And so
That's
that's
what
it.
he said.
So does that say oh, you're a girl? That's what that's saying?
If you say
No.
I'm acting like
Sam,
a
no.
former co-host on the show, what is that saying? You
Stop it,
tell
Jay.
me.
Stop it, Jay.
No,
Don't
no, no,
don't play,
no, 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 no,
don't
no,
use
no, 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 no.
semantics, Jay.
Answer, no, 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 no,
Stop
no,
it,
no, 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 no,
Jay.
no,
It
no, no, no,
was
Stop it,
no,
Jay.
it
no,
Stop it,
no.
Jay.
Answer my
Stop it.
question. If
Jay.
you said, I'm not stopping it. No, I'm not. You're going to answer my question. I'm
but
not going
So
to gloss.
here's what I
I'm not
said.
going to gloss over it
You're
and go back
acting,
to the banquet because I'm not going to gloss over it.
you're acting like a former co-host of this show when it comes to defending what you want to defend. That has nothing to
guys,
do with
guys,
your
Exactly.
sexuality. It has nothing to do with
Okay.
your
I mean,
gender.
why does
guys.
that
You
even have
want to
to be
make
a
it
point?
that.
Guys, our
Why does that have
audience.
to be
You
a
want to
point?
make it that. You
You
want to make
brought
it
it in
that.
there.
Brothers,
So you
You
make it
said
that.
it. You said it.
You make it that. That's what you're
You said
making
it.
it.
You shouldn't have
That's what
said it.
you're making it.
okay.
No,
That's
you
what you're
you
making
shouldn't have
it.
Brothers, we
said
got
it.
it. Brothers,
You said
brothers,
it.
brothers,
Own up
You
to it.
got a point, Butler.
brothers, brothers.
Brunson what Brunson did tonight is what we need him to do all the time,
Every night. Every
every
night.
night.
I agree with it.
I think we
There's no
And
all.
tonight
dispute.
was probably the first time, because even with missing the free throw at the end, his dad told him to miss it.
Listen, I'm not mad at that. Let me go to my rant, which is all basketball related, by the way.
His dad
Thank
got
you.
involved.
Detroit tried to cheat.
Oh yeah,
I'm
they
telling
did.
you that clock operator, obviously, because Brunson's looking back at the bench and he's getting his order. Yes, he got the order. I don't like that play anyway, but I understand why teams do it. But we're on the road. If we're at home, that's one thing. But we're on the road. Clock malfunction. The clock
Never.
ain't malfunctioned all game long, and now with 5/10 left, the clock suddenly malfunctions on a missed free throw. And it
But
didn't
did your
malfunction. He started the clock early because he knew the refs would basically call it back and give the ball to Detroit and give them
right?
one more shot, which they screwed up, thankfully. But I gotta talk about how much Detroit is fake tough. This is probably the most fake tough team. And JB Bickerstaff, how are you arguing calls that are clearly fouls?
Yes.
This dude argues everything as if his team is supposed to be allowed to grab, push, throw, bump, and do whatever they want. His young players don't play smart. They were so focused on trying to get under JB's skin that they forgot, hey, there's a basketball game, and every time you bump him and get called stupid, you're going to put him on the line. So I'm waiting for the Detroit fans and even the Knick haters out there to now say, oh, JB was benefited from a bunch of free throws. You're daggone right he did.
He
Because
got beat
Detroit
up all
played like
night.
they were playing. Because Detroit played like they were playing against Jalen Brunson and not against the New York Knicks. They were so focused on trying to get under JB that they didn't bother to realize, hey, you're in a basketball game, dummy. And JB, to his credit, maintained his composure, played his game well, and I was so proud of him tonight. The game that he played was phenomenal on both sides of the ball. He gave some effort defensively. He's not very a good defender, but he gave some effort defensively. But Detroit is fake tough, and it's I don't know about y'all, but it's starting to annoy me how fake tough Detroit is. These
And
and I applaud OG's poise. Beasley got that dunk and pointed at OG. I'm sure OG wanted to punch him in the mouth. Like, dude, really? This what we doing? This is what we doing?
and if
You not
Jalen
that guy,
Brunson,
Beasley.
I think that's going to cause a rift because I know Tibbs saw Brunson's dad telling him what to do. I think that might cause a rift, or Tibbs could use it to his advantage.
Why would it cause a rift? Can you expound? Why would that cause a rift?
Yeah, why do you
Because
think so?
this is clutch time. I'm the head coach, and you looking at your father for instruction.
So he went against the head coach, and you say going against the head coach is going to cause the problem.
We're not going
It
back there, J
can.
Mac. I see where you're steering this. We're not doing that.
I'm just asking Davey what he thinks.
No, it absolutely can cause a problem, but I'm glad he did it because it was necessary tonight.
Listen, y'all, listen. Let me say this. I don't have a problem if JB go against the coach. I'm just saying it's not going to happen.
It
Yeah, I don't
happened
believe it's gonna
tonight.
happen. I don't.
And
I won't
guess
even
what? Like you said, it's going to be a problem.
I don't know that he went against the coach. I don't know that he did.
Well, that's true. We don't know that. That's true.
We don't know. I mean, even down to that last call, you got to remember his father is the associate head coach, and oftentimes I've seen instructions come from the elder Brunson, Rick Brunson, during the course of the season to players on the floor. He'll pull a player to the side. I've seen him pull Josh to the side or pull Cam to the side and talk to them. So if Tibbs
With
is
3
okay,
seconds left in the game,
again, he is the associate head coach. So maybe he went to Tibbs and Tibbs told him, yeah, tell him to do that. And so he was giving instructions. We don't know. We don't. I personally, as a player or as a coach, I'm not missing that free throw. I just don't.
It's different philosophies in that situation.
Right. I just personally don't believe in missing a free throw there. I believe in putting as many points on the board.
no, don't leave no points off. Don't leave no points.
Because if I make the free throw, if they hit a Hail Mary, all it does is tie the game.
It's not like it's football. You know, football when you have to down the ball and don't score so that the team don't get a chance to come back down and score. That's not
very
football.
different.
Here, yes, I believe until you take the points. You hit every free throw you're supposed to hit, and you never leave it in the other team's hands.
Yeah,
That's
never.
the way I believe.
Exactly. I agree. Never leave it in the
And
other
Brunson
team's
had 9. I think he had 9 or 10 assists tonight.
39
9.
and 7. 39
9
and 7
assists.
tonight. 9 assists, 7
Detroit,
rebounds.
So
Detroit
that's
had
proven he
Detroit.
had to
Detroit.
get these guys involved tonight.
He
He
did.
ma- he-
Everybody was great tonight.
Yo, Jalen hit the first free throw, put us up what by 2. It was
My two.
it was 0.5 seconds. Detroit had no timeouts. You missed the
Correct.
free throw. Because if you miss the free throw, the chances of them catching that and Hail Marrying it 94 feet, impossible. Impossible.
You are
You
right, L.
missed
But
the
you
free
saw what
throw.
happened.
You
But
definitely do not want to go into overtime with this team and that coach.
you are right. However, in this circumstance is different because it's on the road. So I think you play to put points on the board on the road. At home, you do that because you see what the Detroit um team
Clock
tried to do.
operator.
The
Yo,
clock
but
operator.
how did
The,
Detroit? They didn't get the rebound. How did
yes,
they
they
end
did.
up with the
They,
ball?
they got the rebound. They did get the rebound.
They got the rebound.
They did get the rebound because I saw
So
they showed
that's
the
five.
replay.
That's the .5 right there.
That's the point
No,
five right there.
no, because the clock doesn't start until the ball is touched, not when it hits the rim.
Right.
Somebody
And
has
they
to
don't
touch it.
and as soon it's
As soon
point
as
five. As
you're right,
soon as they touch it, it's done.
you're right. But
They would have never got the shot off on time.
in
They
New
should have let him
York,
shoot the free throw over again.
it I agree with that. In no L, you are right. In New York, you you got to make that free throw on the road because this is the funny business that teams pull. Now
You
all
at
of a
Bishop
sudden it's
Jordan House, Al? Where you at?
I'm at Bishop Dunn's banquet.
at Bishop Does
Oh,
Banquet.
oh,
Listen,
oh.
we all Knicks fans. Remember the Trent Tucker rule? The rule got changed because with .1 seconds, Trent Tucker caught, turned, and shot a three-pointer 40 years ago. And we all know that was about 5 seconds. And our
Not
clock operator, because we were at home,
not
didn't start the
94.
clock until he shot it.
Not 94 feet. Not 94
No,
feet.
no,
With
I'm
no
just talking about.
timeouts.
No, you're right. But I'm saying with the clock operator is in control in that moment. And back then, the NBA didn't have replay or all those things. So listen, I'm a Knicks fan, and I'll be honest. That Trent Tucker play, we stole that game. Because there's no way you get a shot off in .1 seconds. Our clock
Wasn't it
operator
against Chicago?
our clock operator waited until he caught it and turned and shot. Then he started the clock. It was clear. So on the road, you got to think that kind of malfeasance is going to go on as well. You got to think, make the free throw. That way, you're not worried about it no more. That way, hip three. If somehow they do something crazy, then they do it. I mean, obviously Detroit choked it away. And again, final 2 minutes of this game, Cade Cunningham wanted no parts of the ball. This dude, as great as these players say he is not clutch and he is not ready for prime time. And it's not a shot against him. I think Cade is going to be a wonderful player in this league. But for 2 games in a row with the game on the line late in the game, their best player didn't want the ball. That's telling. Their best player did not want the ball. Cade got off the ball 3 times in the final 2 minutes when he had a mismatch. One time he had JB on him. I'm like, oh God. And he passed. I'm like, is he serious? Tim Hardaway and Malik Beasley are taking the biggest shots of the season for you? Really? And you're not even trying to drive? You're not even trying to get that shot up, and you're the best player on the team. And my brother Duracell, they trying to reenact the bad boy, but it's fake because again, the Bad Boy Pistons, as tough as they were real tough. They didn't
Yeah.
do this. They didn't do this fugazi nonsense that these cats is doing. Cause ain't none of these cats ever been. Yeah, Memphis is beating the brakes off of OKC tonight.
40 to 65
Rick
second quarter.
Wow.
Rick Mahorn was tough for that whole team.
He
That's
sure
true.
was.
Rick Mahorn by himself. That's right. You ain't never lied. Rick Mahorn was crazy, and everybody knew it. Nobody messed with him. He was the one bad boy nobody challenged.
The only tough guy they got that's for real is Isaiah Stewart. He was on the bench
Yeah,
again tonight.
he's the only legit tough guy they got. Everybody else, when you the older players, Hardaway, Pierre says Hardaway. Hardaway not tough. You got to remember, he played for us, Pierre. He wasn't tough when he was here.
No, he ain't tough, and
This
neither is Schroeder.
this
But
is a
Schroeder
new
got a little sassiness to him. Remember, he used to have
Remember,
blonde
he
hair. He
had
used to
that
have a
blonde
blonde strip.
streak. Yo,
In all fairness,
he
he was in Atlanta when he had that too. So
he
There
did,
you go.
but that's my point. These are Hardaway, Schroeder. These are guys who came into the league not being tough. We honestly, as a Knick fan, when we drafted Tim Hardaway, we were expecting to get toughness because we saw his father was a legit tough guy. Tim
and we
Hardaway
saw his
Sr.
play, and we saw his play when he was at Michigan. We thought that that's the player we were
Right.
going to get.
That's
When he
what
was
we
at
thought.
Michigan, he was
And
a dog. He was a dog at
he was a
Michigan.
dog at Michigan. Absolutely. He
You
came
know,
into the
that's what
league.
we thought.
And this is why he got traded the first time and then got traded again the second time. He's not cut out for New York. He's not a
No.
legit tough guy.
I don't agree with that. I think that he was a victim of bad management and bad
That's true to
coaching.
a certain extent. I agree, but I will put some of the onus on that. I don't disagree with you at all. But having watched him for those
And
seasons he was
so
in New
and
York,
so if he's not being used correctly, and if he's not being put in the right
oh, he's a wonderful
situation
player.
correctly,
Oh!
What
Josh just
happened?
went down super hard.
Uh oh.
Yo, they took
Who?
his legs. Oh my God. It's about to be a fight.
Of course. Because Memphis don't play that where it come to Jar.
Oh man. And they up 17 right now. They just took his legs out.
That's not okay.
put that last comment up, Dave. I mean, Dwayne. No, before that.
Wait, let me kind of get back up here. Let me go back up. All right, here we go.
It was something that that
Here we
that
go.
talked about
If
94
there's no
feet.
timeouts, if he hits the free throw, they have to take the ball 94 feet with 5 tenths on the clock. I agree. They got no timeouts. They got
And
to
it
throw
wasn't
it in,
gonna
catch and shoot.
wasn't and it wasn't gonna
Best
happen.
thing they could do is a Christian Leitner.
It
Wasn't
wasn't gonna
gonna
happen.
happen.
They
It
were they
wasn't.
wasn't making that shot. That's why I'm like, just make the free throw. Game's over. Make the free
Josh
throw
still
and
down.
guard the inbound. That's all you got to do.
Josh,
Make
It's
the free
six
Josh
and a
throw.
still
half.
down,
It's
y'all.
six
He's
and a
still
half
on the
of a
He's still
floor.
down.
dozen. Either way.
Yeah, I agree with
Josh
that.
still down.
Oh man, I'm
He's
gonna
still
have to
down.
see if I
And
can get that.
the
Catch
trainers
that
are out
replay.
there. The trainers
Oh
are out
no.
there. That was a nasty fall, man.
Yes, Bishop Heflin. Cade didn't want the ball, and coach didn't tell him to go get it. Absolutely. Who's this? Pierre says Stewart isn't tough either. He shrunk away from Steph Curry. I didn't see that. I didn't see him shrink away from Steph Curry. I didn't see that. Sam
Oh
said most
man,
of
that
Detroit's
that boy hurt.
They carrying
Yeah,
they
he hurt.
carrying them off.
Oh
They
man.
carrying them off. That's
Yeah,
a
that's a
shame,
flagrant
man.
too.
That's a
That's a
shame.
flagrant too.
Because they were cooking. That's a shame. And it was on a breakaway. They took his legs out.
Oh
They
no,
up
that's that.
27. 27.
Yeah, I said 17. Yeah,
It was Lou
he's trying
Dort,
to
wasn't
walk
it?
it off. He's trying to walk it off, but I don't know.
It was Lou Dort.
I think so.
Josh said he ain't coming out.
I love it. I love it. Let's go, Ja.
He limping. He gonna take the free throws. He doing Kobe.
Right, because even if he goes back to the locker room, he understands that if he doesn't take the free throw, that he can't
He
come
can't
back.
come back in.
Yeah.
Good job, Ja. Yeah, I did hear that rumor that Osor and Amen Thompson. I haven't been able to find anything that substantiated that yet, but I did hear that rumor today. People were posting it all online.
With
But
the
we got
twins.
yeah, you got to be careful with these posts online because it'd be a lot of fake news sometimes. It'd be a lot of fake news.
Well,
Yeah,
one thing is for real. Dwight Howard is a Hall of Famer. They didn't like the picture, but I didn't take that picture. Uh,
I haven't seen the play yet. I'm actually looking for the play right now, Pierre, because I want to see it and
It wasn't a.
I'm gonna
It
display
wasn't
it. I
a.
haven't
It
seen the
wasn't
play
a
yet.
good picture. It wasn't a good picture,
Nah,
Davey.
it wasn't Dort, guys. Sorry about that. It wasn't Dort.
I didn't
Who
take
was
the
it?
picture.
Yeah, but you posted
That's
it
what
though.
came up.
Number 5, whoever 5 is. It's not the white dude. No, it was. Yeah, it was Dort. Yeah, it was Dort. Yeah, it was Dort. He was slipping and tried to get back and took his legs out.
I just feel like if a dude is on a breakaway, once he's airborne, let him go.
Leave
Leave
him
him
go.
alone.
Just
Leave
let
him
him
alone.
go.
Leave him
Cats get hurt,
alone.
get their careers ended from stuff like that. Just let them go.
Yeah, he taking off the jersey, guys. He walking to the locker room.
And the
Yo, I
league,
think he got broken ribs or something.
the league needs to make that a rule. That should be I feel like that should be an automatic flagrant 2 when a guy jumps into an airborne player like that on a breakaway. Because
Yeah, because they can't protect themselves.
They can't protect themselves. If there's a break, let it go.
Yo, he slammed right down on his ribs, Davey.
Oh, they broken. It was Dort. Dort move out the way. He had no shot at defending Morant. Exactly. Just get out the way. Let take the 2 points. Don't be on a poster, and most importantly, don't hurt the player.
Woo!
Don't
Horrible.
hurt the player. I'm waiting. I'm trying to see if anybody's got the video yet.
Archbishop is up, y'all.
All right, go ahead,
Go do your
Butler.
thing.
Later.
I'm trying to find the play, everyone. Prayers up for Ja Morant. That you'd never want to see that.
He might have a broken pelvis bone or something.
You definitely never want to see a player. I just don't understand that. With an airborne, just let him go.
Well, Lou Dort was in front of him.
Did they throw Dort out of the game?
Nah.
Did they give him a
No.
flagrant 2?
No, they called it
still
a
out
regular
there.
foul.
You've got it.
He's still out there. They said it didn't warrant a flagrant. I guess because
Not even a flagrant 1?
No,
No,
they said 'cause
not
he
the
was
way it
slipping, He
happened.
didn't have his balance, so there was no intent.
Wow.
They said there was no
And then
intent.
Ja was just up there. He flew. That man, he tried to jump over him.
Wow. Memphis playing tonight, though.
They are.
Oh, what a pass. Woo. Oh, yeah, they cooking. At least in the first half.
I mean,
They got this game.
They're up 27. I mean,
29.
29. They up 30. They trying to repay for that 51-point destruction they got.
Oof.
They trying to repay that.
Do y'all think the Knicks are gonna take game 4?
Yeah, Knicks in 5.
I do think the Knicks can win game 4.
Right.
I mean,
I
right
know
now
what they can do.
It's
but
game
do you think
to
they will?
It's game to game right now because of this coach. And I'm serious about that. It's game to game.
And that's all I'm saying. You can't expect. I know what we're used to coming up in our culture. We're used to point guards taking charge. We're used to Magic Johnsons. We're used to Isaiah Thomases. We're used to even the Derek Harper in Dallas. We're used to those guys. We're used to Kevin Johnson in Phoenix. We're used to those guys. But this is not that culture.
It's
This is not the culture here in New York.
It's definitely a different era, just from the standpoint of play, because in those days, L is right from the standpoint of, we had more freedom, creative freedom as point guards. I played the point. So even in high school, I had more creative freedom because, basically my coach said this is the package of plays. He would call the opening play. He would call out of bounds plays. He would call late game situations. But within the flow of the game, I had the ability to be able to change up the play or call the play that I wanted if I saw what was working. And it fell on me. And even in the NBA, that was the case. Rick Pitino will tell you, Mark Jackson was the extension of him on the floor when he coached the Knicks. And that Mark was calling most of the plays on the floor. You saw that. Isaiah, Zeke was calling most of the plays.
You just said something, Loho. Because there's no way Brunson can be an extension of Tibbs.
Exactly.
When Brunson ain't even a defensive player.
And this is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
It's not that I'm trying to be. This is all I'm saying,
See,
guys.
I understood. I understood what you meant.
That's all
you
I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm absolving Brunson. What I'm saying is what we're expecting him to do, you can't expect him to do that.
but we said it yesterday talking to L when he was going in about going in on JB, and we're both like J Mac and I are both trying to tell him, Dave, like, listen, it's not JB gets his responsibility for over dribbling. Yes, that's on him.
Yes.
He gets the responsibility for not finding open men when he gets double.
And
That's on
playing
him.
hero ball.
And
We
playing hero
get
ball.
on him about
That
that.
is absolutely on him. But as far as the play calling, he's not
That is
calling the
the
plays.
sideline.
He's not calling the
You know
plays.
what? I don't think Tibbs is calling offensive plays.
You think it's his dad?
Tibbs is he the defensive coordinator.
In the head coach's spot.
Nah, but that's why I think Tibbs is calling the play because
Yeah,
everything
Dre,
is
that
pick
game
and roll,
is getting
1-5.
ugly. They're trying to repay him for that 51-point beating that got put on them.
Everything is 50. Everything is 1-5 pick and roll. That's every play down the court, and then they play off of that. Every play is 1-5 pick and roll.
Yeah, I saw that, Sam. Shador Sanders was still on the board, and they're at the 22nd pick, which is a travesty.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you, you know what that is. That's a product of being Dion's son.
Absolutely.
They think if you
That's all
draft
it
him,
is.
you draft Dion. That's the problem.
I want Shador to go somewhere and win the Super Bowl in his first year.
I want to
I
go to
do.
Pittsburgh.
I want him to go somewhere and win the Super Bowl in his first year. I want to.
But you know that's why they not. That's why he's still on
Yeah.
the board.
Yeah.
It's because they figure if you draft him, you drafting Dion.
And that's the truth. Deion Sanders gonna have his mouth on. They gonna be interviewing him after the games and all that.
Josh Graham said KFC, OKC, NAACP, Knicks in 5.
Knicks in 5.
And while we're at it,
Shannon
I know it's
Sharp
a
had to-
yeah. I
y'all
was
know
gonna say
Shannon stepped down from E ESPN.
I know this is a Knicks show tonight, but gotta report the news. Shannon Sharp has stepped away from his duties at ESPN. He in a statement he said that these allegations are false, but he's gonna step away because it's a distraction, obviously, and he's gonna spend some time with his family, and he will return in time for the NFL preseason.
Can
Plans to
I
return
have
for the
something?
NFL
Can I say something right here? Can I say something?
Of course, this your show. We talked about this.
I want to say something about this. Normally, and I'm gonna preface this, and it's not a shot at you, Dave. But normally I leave stuff like this to Davey.
You about to say something off? Uh-oh.
I don't feel sorry for Shannon Sharp. If that's the best you can do going outside your race, then God, you deserve everything you get.
Jeez.
And you deserve getting it for going after a 19-year-old and you doggone near 60 years old.
Jeez.
You deserve every bit of what you get. You deserve it.
Here's the thing. Shannon, that was just absolutely stupid.
Boneheaded.
It was absolutely stupid. Pierre said Giants are going to jump up in the bottom of the first round to pick Sanders, in my opinion. I don't think so.
No,
I don't-
they got 2 black quarterbacks already.
Right. They've
not
reached,
gonna get a third.
They've reached their quota.
Right. Let's not push.
Yeah, ain't no way. They got their quota for the next 20 years.
That's what I'm going to say, Dave. For the next 20
Yeah.
years, the Giants ain't drafted no more black quarterbacks. It's not happening.
They said, that's enough. We ain't had none. Now we got 2. That's enough.
Right. Overseer Hendrickson. Yep. Dumb. It was absolutely
You messing up
stupid.
your money over this? This what you messed up your money for?
Okay, so Bishop Heflin, there is a young lady, 19-year-old girl, who is suing Shannon Sharp, alleging that there was some unscrupulous things happening, which we can't say on live like that. But you're a very intelligent man of God, so you know.
Davey said we can't.
He said,
We not supposed to. We not supposed to.
what she said, he choked her.
Oh,
Or
I saw the text messages.
but she asked him to choke him.
And this is Shannon's defense that it was consensual.
50 Shades of
Role
Grey.
playing. You could tell this was role play.
And now she's turning it into something else. And the fellas is going in right now. Sam said Monique warned Shannon. She did. Absolutely. She tried to tell Shannon she was not worth it. No, not even a little bit, Josh. And went, let's go Knicks, Ant. That's right. Great win by our Knicks. Absolutely.
Shannon could have came to that Easter concert at the Renaissance and got any one of them old,
No, 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 Dave. No,
Okay.
no,
Well,
no,
Yeah, please leave that one. We definitely don't
no,
want
no,
to touch
no,
that.
no,
We in the New York market. We
no,
can't touch that
no.
one.
Right. That's our backyard. We don't
all
mess with
right.
our backyard.
We in the New York
Overseer
market,
Hendrickson said,
Pastor
"Leave them
Dave.
snow bunnies alone, and for God's sake, stop recording yourself." He didn't record himself on this one. This was a case where he exchanged text messages, and
No,
the girl.
The video, remember he makes reference that, oh, you only gonna show 30 seconds of it. He said there's a video that's gonna come out. Y'all only
It's
gonna show
coming.
30 seconds, show the whole video. So he knew he didn't tape it, but he knew she did, and she had the tape.
I fully expect Shannon to be smarter than that at this point in his life.
No, he admitted it. He said, show the whole thing.
No, I mean in terms of letting some chick film him.
He's not,
At
bro.
this point of his life, I'm like, yo,
you
you are
are
not in the NFL no more. You are an entertainer.
Negro.
And you're a Hall of Famer.
I got 3 letters for Shannon Sharp. NDA. With anybody you mess with. NDA. You're worth too much money. Common sense.
He tried, and the thing that's going, this one get him. He tried to pay
That
off.
10 million.
He gonna
He
have
tried
to.
to give her 10 million.
No, he tried and she turned it down.
Yeah.
I mean,
He turned
listen,
it down
man,
and said, I want 50.
there are people who are into it. Yeah, Shannon has to think with the right hand. Absolutely, Wes. Absolutely, bro. It was definitely that, but she's making it into something more. And because she's a woman in the world and climate that we live in, no disrespect to anybody, because again, there are women out here who have suffered abuse. But even this lawsuit by this woman is a disrespect to those women. This is a
It
disrespect.
really is. It really is.
Because
I
there are
agree.
women who have really suffered at the hands of men, non-consensual things. And for her to make this a payday because she roped a celebrity into being stupid because she shook her tail in his face.
But bro, she's a kid. You gonna tell me you gonna let a kid, a teenager,
Beat you out of $50 million.
a teenager?
The teenager beat him out of $50 million.
A teenager. He done lived 5 lifetimes.
Jason,
What he say?
he said, Overseer Hendrickson said, he's talking about Shannon. He said you're only going to show 30 seconds. He said it should be at least 10 minutes. And he was proud of that 10 minutes.
Overseer, get off of here.
Hey, don't cut me short.
Right, and he promoting Rose Sparks. Them pills got to work better than that.
Yeah.
Hendrickson, I'm not messing with you.
He can't mess up his endorsement dollars. Come on. Don't you show me no 30 seconds. Should give me my time.
Jackson Dart before Shedeur Sanders. This is nuts. This is nuts.
This is a message to Dion.
But Dion is in Colorado. Like, I don't
He just signed an
Because-
extension.
You gotta
Right.
remember Dion went on, I forgot what talk show he was on.
Yeah, and he told
said-
them he was on the what's that young lady show that come on like CW or whatever.
Tamron Hall?
But Tamron Hall. Yeah, that's where he said it. He went on Tamron Hall and said that they asked him about it, and he said I'm gonna be involved in my son's career.
He said, that's my
what-
son.
That's my son.
He
Not
should
wrong.
be.
You upside down, J Mac. What?
I look right side up here on the screen. I'm looking at all 3 of us. Let me see if I can fix it.
What in the world is happening?
Yo, the problem
Am I
I
still
got,
upside
the
down?
Giants just
Yeah, I
picked
don't-
the quarterback.
Give me 1 second. Let me see. Yeah, Jackson Dart. Let me see if I can fix it.
Yeah, because
Yo,
I'm
now
looking
they
right
bugging
side
now.
up at you.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened. Anthony West said, "Can somebody spell Viagra?" Okay, y'all leave Shannon alone now.
Am I
Y'all
still
leave
upside
Shannon.
down on your side?
Yeah, it might be on my end. Let me try something. while we
'Cause
go.
on the-
I'm gonna take you
What
off.
are the Giants doing? They got
Still weird.
Jameis Winston.
What about
And then they
now?
went
Now you sideways.
almost you sideways.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
what
they
I'm
went
saying.
and got Russell Wilson.
Now you're upside down again.
And now they
This
get
is
another
crazy.
quarterback in the first round.
That is absolutely nuts. Yeah, I don't know what just happened and why it's doing that. Jimmy Butler may be out game 3. It wouldn't surprise me. I was waiting for Jimmy Butler to break down. I know that sounds terrible to say. I know that absolutely sounds awful for me to say that. There we go. Now you're right side up again.
All right.
I know it sounds terrible for me to say that about Jimmy Butler, but I was waiting for Jimmy Butler to be out. He breaks down in the playoffs every year.
Yes, he does.
Every year. And this is one of the reasons why I didn't think the pickup was going to be great for Golden State. He was good for a few weeks, and now when his team needs him the most, he's not going to be available. And
Sad situation, and they're gonna need him against that Houston Rockets team, man. That's a buzzsaw.
yeah, he got low bridge. He did. He absolutely did. This playoffs has been very chippy in the NBA because it's almost like there's an edict out to restore physicality to it, but these young guys don't know how to do that smartly. And this is my issue with today's NBA. And again, no disrespect to nobody. Go Rockets. No disrespect to nobody. But, this younger generation that keeps saying that these players are more skilled. Yeah, for all their skill, their IQ is in the toilet. That's why I can't take the Pistons seriously. These are the bad boy Pistons were tough, but they were all very high IQ players. They knew how to use their fouls.
The
They
Knicks,
knew when to use their fouls.
The
The
Knicks
Knicks are a
started-
low IQ team.
the Knicks
And I
start at
love my
5.
team.
The Knicks start at 5 at every position. Maybe you give Cade Cunningham the edge on there, but every other
The Knicks are
position
better than them
on that
at every
starting
position.
5, the Knicks should be winning their matchup. You saw it tonight.
We are the
The,
superior team.
the Knicks should
Clearly.
be winning their matchup. They should go in there. What I don't understand is I'm happy about it in a way. We're not playing again until Sunday. I didn't get that. They're giving us 2 days off in between the next game.
Thank God.
Maybe we'll get a better get better officials for that game. Because I don't even know how you play the game because they're so inconsistent. I don't even know.
And I think the
Can't get
rest,
a rhythm.
those 2 days of rest help us more than it helped Detroit.
Yeah, Isaiah Stewart will be back probably by game. He'll be back Sunday.
He'll be back for game 4. He's gonna have to, and they know they're gonna need him for game 4.
It wouldn't matter.
They don't have no offense outside of Beasley and Cunningham.
They don't.
Outside
Nothing.
of Beasley and
Score.
Cunningham, and Beasley was off tonight, and you saw what happened. He had an off
Can't
night.
Score.
Tobias-
Tim Hardaway was their best player in the first half, and he disappeared in the second half.
And that's what
Tobias
I'm
went
saying.
back to being Tobias.
And so did Schroeder. Schroeder went back
Schroeder
to being
went back
Schroeder.
to being Schroeder. Exactly.
They can't maintain. I will bet you a dime to dozens that Tim Hardaway Jr. is not going to go 6 for 6 before he misses his first 3 again.
Of
That's
course
not going to
not.
happen.
And Brunson still got a 40-point game in him. I feel it.
Well,
Yeah.
do we want that?
We don't need it.
That's what I'm saying. Do we want that, Dave?
We needed 40 point per game Brunson
Last
last
year.
year. What you saw tonight was what we needed. Balanced scoring from 4 top players, and then Josh Hart giving us an almost triple-double.
9 assists, 10 rebounds.
You only had 6. I want Josh to shoot the ball more, though. I need him to keep defenses honest. I need Josh to stop worrying about resetting when he gets to. And I get it. He's expending a lot of energy defensively and on rebounds, but you got to keep defenses honest. Shoot the ball. They're going to leave you open, make them pay.
Yo, is
Make him
Mitch
pay.
Robinson? How Mitch Robinson looking?
Mitch is looking. He's not all the way there yet.
He's serviceable.
but he's getting there.
Yeah, but he's serviceable. I'll give it to him.
Mitch-
Even what he's giving us, we need it.
Yeah.
That
If we
too big lineup. That too big
He
lineup.
won't play
I wanna
for an
see it more.
extended time, though.
I need to see it more.
He won't play it for an extended time.
He went to it
That's
at the beginning of the
problem.
4th tonight. And I said, okay, this is good. Non-Cade minutes. We'll have the rebounding edge with both of these guys on the floor. 3 minutes into it, he pulls Mitch for Josh Hart. No. Because at least Mitch is a lob threat. which allows Cat to still be able to roam free. And Josh has to realize that if we're gonna go to Cat like that, and they're gonna alert Jalen Duren off of Cat in order for him to be able to come and double when Cat makes his drive. Josh has got to, when he gets the ball open, shoot that corner three. Shoot it.
Listen,
Oh yeah, Pierre, the officiating has been horrible all year long, and it's coming to light bigger in the playoffs. These guys, ugh,
but these are all brand new officials that ain't been in the
ugh,
league. They haven't been in the league. Have they been in the league 10 years? Only a few of them.
a
You
few of
got
them.
an all brand new officiating crop of officials coming into the NBA and
And
still
they're
learning.
bad.
And they got to learn on the
Hugh
fly
Hollins
in the
ain't got a
playoffs.
son. He ain't got a son or a grandson.
Right, we got all these players with their
Hugh
sons in the
Hollins.
league. Can we get some refs with getting their sons in the league?
Yeah. We need Hugh Hollins Jr.
We need Haywood Workman back. He was a player,
Haywood
became
Workman was a player who became a
an
really good
official.
official.
But he
Yeah, we
played
need
for the
Haywood
Pacers.
Workman.
I didn't like
Yep.
that. He was with the Pacers. He
Yeah.
don't like.
He used to kill the Knicks too.
And you already know the answer to that question. You're a Knicks fan. It's the coach. Ant
What
West
did he
said,
say? I can't see
he
the
said, what
question.
happened to the bench? No Shamit, no PJ Tucker, no Precious Achua.
Shamit got in.
Shamit
He
got
got
in
it
for
for
4
a few
minutes.
minutes. And Payne, he just won't let Payne get in the rhythm, man. The coach won't let him get in the rhythm.
Tonight, he
got
only
that
gave
rhythm.
Payne 3 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Yo, we don't need PJ Tucker for the fake tough guys.
I don't know about that, Jason. Orlando's been playing y'all tough so far. I think they go home to Orlando and I think they get at least one against y'all. Y'all got to be careful. They might get both.
Dave,
And,
And
I'm 2
Tatum,
games closer to
and if Tatum
Dave,
doesn't
I'm
play,
2 legs closer to crab legs.
if
but
if
Tatum might not be playing the
I
next
was gonna say
game.
if Tatum doesn't play Game 3 in Orlando, I think Orlando lose. I think Orlando beats Boston in Game 3 tomorrow night.
Dave, I'm 2
Was it
games
Saturday?
closer
Whatever
to
day it is.
crab legs.
Yes, you are.
Wait, what was the bet for the crab legs?
I told him
He said
Orlando was going to beat Boston in the
You
first
did
round.
say that. Yes, you did say that. I
that
forgot.
was his declaration. And I said there was no chance. I said they'll get one. I said they'll get one game. Orlando
now
will
you
get
got-
one
It is
game.
tomorrow night. Yeah, Orlando Boston is tomorrow night in Orlando. That's the 7:00 game tomorrow. Pacers Bucks in Milwaukee. I
Must win.
I believe Dame is back tomorrow.
Oh, did you see Dame and Halliburton?
Oh, Dame told him, "Watch, you gonna see." I think Dame is coming back with a chip on his shoulder tomorrow night.
He played the other night, though.
But
Yeah, and they lost.
but he's gonna really play, and it's
At
a home
home.
game.
Yeah, he's going to go in.
That was to get his legs under him game. I think Dame.
It's gonna be game time.
It's gonna be Dame time. He's going after
Halliburton should have
Halliburton.
kept his mouth shut because
But
you don't want.
Halliburton is another front running dude. Like this league now. Oh, this league of front runners. It really does annoy me to no end. Y'all can call me the old unk, whatever y'all want to, you young
Yo,
cats. But listen,
Jordan said it in the last dance. Anybody can talk junk when you winning.
when you winning,
He
exactly.
said, but let's start at 0-0.
Start at 0-0. Now we see who the tough guy is.
He said, let's start at 0-0. Then we are gonna see.
Yeah, these
Listen,
refs don't know what they're doing.
I am very happy for the game that Jalen played tonight.
Same here.
I'm very excited about it. I'm prayerful that he keeps this up.
Jason said you like giving out money, Dave.
That's funny.
Lucia.
Well, give me some. But
You about to win them crab legs.
I'm about to win them crab legs,
About to win
right?
them crab legs.
It ain't over to the fat lady
Two
singing.
more wins to the crab legs.
2 more wins to the crab legs, baby.
Halliburton is
Crack-a-lacka.
soft. Halliburton is soft. But listen, this is a post game show, so our regular time slot is Tuesday, but join us Sunday night. Our game is at 1. We'll all be in church, but we will come back later on in the evening. We'll let y'all know what time to do a post game for Sunday's game. Again, orange and blue skies. Knicks take a 2-1 series lead in the pivotal Game 3. Listen, they weathered the Detroit run. They weathered that Detroit crowd, and I think the Knicks put the clamps on this series on Sunday. I think the Knicks put the clamps on this series.
I agree. I believe I believe Sunday the Knicks go out. And last year I wasn't as confident playing Philly, but I'm confident playing Detroit.
Yeah.
After what I've seen tonight, I believe the Knicks have figured it out. They're gonna go up 3-1. So I'm saying that confidently. I'm picking the Knicks on
Yeah.
Sunday.
So what I said still holds. Knicks in 5.
Knicks in
Yeah.
5.
I
I'm
said it from
picking
the
the Knicks
beginning.
on
Knicks in
Sunday.
5.
They take a commanding 3-1 lead.
Yeah, they win on Sunday.
Yeah.
Series is over.
Yeah.
They're gonna come home. Game 5. They're gonna close it out, and
And rest up for
It'll be
Boston.
rest up. I listen.
Or
I don't.
Orlando.
I don't need Orlando to win. I don't need Orlando to win the series. I need Orlando to win 2 or 3 games. That's it. I need Orlando to win 2 or 3 games. What would you say, Pierre? We have to close out of our 12th anniversary on Sunday at 3:30. Oh no, we won't be on that early. We'll be
Nah, it
on
won't be that
probably
early.
like 7,
Yeah.
like around 7.
That'll
Sunday
give
night.
us a chance to look at everything. If we in church, we can go back and look at the game.
We can go back, look at the game, watch highlights, or what have you. Look at
Yeah.
the box scores. That way we can cook because we're not going to watch the game. We're not going to be able to see the game live. None of us
Listen,
are going to see it live.
I'm so like I said, I was really happy for Bridges tonight. That's who I was happy for.
Yeah.
Bridges, because Bridges have been getting killed all season long here in New York. He's
And
been
I
getting
don't
killed.
know why. Like the Bridges slander has been a problem for me because he's been good all year long. He's on a team where he's at best the third option, and people want him to be a 25-point per game scorer when he was the first option in Brooklyn. No, he's not in Brooklyn anymore.
He's not even the second option on this team.
He's not even the second option on this team. That's what I'm like. He's third option at best.
He might
Maybe
be the
fourth
third option.
That's
He
what I'm
might
saying.
be
He-
No,
fourth.
OG is the third.
That's what I'm saying. At best, he's the third option.
Right.
And right now, it really OG is the third option.
OG is the
Bridges is
third.
the fourth option, which is a nice problem to have as long as there are no egos involved.
Right.
That's the whole thing. It's a
And
nice
I don't
problem
think
to have.
I don't think
Mikal
OG
has an
is
ego.
an ego guy.
No, OG is definitely not an ego guy, and I don't think Mikel's an ego guy. And I think that's why, as much as people say, "Oh, it doesn't work," I think that's exactly why it works in New York. You have scorers who are not that hung up on scoring.
Yes.
Because on another team, they be complaining about touches. You never hear OG or Mikel complain about touches. They just go out and do the dirty work.
Yeah, and that's why I say, listen, I'm praying. Listen, I'm a Knicks fan. I want a championship here too, man. I've been waiting just as long as everybody else has been waiting. I want a championship.
we've been waiting longer.
Listen,
We're in
what
the
y'all
50
saw tonight
bracket, so-
between me and Butler is Nick passion. That's
Yes.
how bad we want this. We want this championship.
Let me get it.
And we both saying the same thing, but we coming at different directions. We both saying championship.
Listen, for those of y'all who are watching, that was just passion between brothers.
That's
That-
all.
That's it.
There is no rift.
Ain't no
between
love
them.
lost.
There's
Nah.
definitely We'll be in the chat cutting up later because that's what we do.
That's it.
That's all that was. That was passion between brothers, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But thank y'all for joining us, Ant West, Pierre Millin, Duracell, Gregory Bishop, Greg Heflin, Overseer Jason Hendrickson, Sam Jennings, all of you. Who else was on here? I saw Dre Rumble was on here. Listen,
Yeah, he was off for a quick minute.
We appreciate y'all joining us as always. Again, we'll be back Sunday night. Look out for the post. If you haven't already, please like the Church Guy Sports Show page on Facebook so that you can get the alert when we're going live. Subscribe to our YouTube page. Click the bell notification if you're on YouTube so that you'll be alerted when we go live. Until then, orange and blue skies over Detroit tonight.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, Shador ain't going in the first round.
Yes, our first round's over, and all the quarterbacks have been taken.
It's a clear message to Dion, man.
Which
That is so sad.
It's very sad. It's very sad.
That is so
But we'll
sad.
talk more about that on Tuesday because
Wow.
we'll be in our regular show on Tuesday, and we got some WWE stuff to cover on Tuesday because there's talk that there may be a rift in the front office between Paul and Dwayne. So we got to talk about that. There may be a rift in the front office between Paul and Dwayne. But and if you don't know, if you watch wrestling, you know who Paul and Dwayne are. So. We'll see.
That last interview he did was go. I know we get Ricky off.
That was-
interview Dwayne gave. That was horrible.
He threw Paul under the bus,
Yes,
and that was not cool at all.
not cool. We'll leave it at that. We're
Yeah.
going, but yeah,
Yeah.
bad.
So we appreciate y'all again. Orange and Blue Skies over Detroit tonight. We're back on Sunday night. Y'all have a great night. Again, praise for John Morant. Davey, as always. J-Mac, as always.
Much love, y'all.
We'll see y'all Sunday. Have a good night, everybody.
Yo, this is the state of emergency. Check. I need all my Knicks fans right now to grab your jerseys, your popcorn, your sodas, whatever you gotta do to get ready for this game. I don't care if you're a cheerleader, an athlete, a couch potato. We're here to restore the feeling. Matter of fact, can you say it from New York what I say from New York? Hey, yo, let's go now. Hey, yo, I bring that New York energy. Talking 42nd Street. Alley hoop finger roll. Ain't nobody checking me. Crossover through the legs. Step back, hit a three. Still up in the hood, but got big baller tendencies. She just trying to get flued out to John Kennedy. Just to see the Knicks play. Make a couple memories. New York, if you ain't from here, don't pretend to be. And if you ain't rocking with the Knicks, you an enemy. Yeah, look at us. Whole city is wild. This is New York. Why y'all ever counted us out? Any game we attend, yeah, we taking it now. Fast break on the court, all up and down. Lead a garden in the pigsty. Yeah, we get it on this side. Bacon, egg, and cheese or the lobster mac with the ribeye. Either way, we winning the overtime if we get tired. Get it with the team, yeah, that's just something we live by. Hey, yo, first quarter in, we gon' turn it up. Gotta warm up first, then we taking it dub.